Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So just another quick one today. I haven't put out a video for a few weeks, so yeah, I was in the garage yesterday and saw the swag sitting there, so I thought I'd do a quick video on it, show you the ins and outs of it, and yeah, do a little talk on it. So it's a crash pad Stealth, so I picked it up in end of July. It cost me about 400 bucks. So that was on special at the time, I think. So they're only about, last time I checked was about 450 or something, including delivery. So it's a little pricey, but for the price you pay, you get pretty good quality with it. And I've been using a King swag for a couple of years now. There's nothing wrong with it, but once I took the canopy off the ute, it got a bit too big for the ute. So I got the single, and it folds up and I can put it on the back seat. So I couldn't have done that with the double swag, so that's pretty cool. So I left my phone at home, so I don't have all the measurements and all the specs and everything on it. But yeah, just quickly, I'm about 6'1". I fit in there, right? Not really fat, so yeah, there's still plenty of room in there for me, and yeah, there's enough room to move around and whatnot. Something I noticed with this one, the sides don't bow in as much as the Big Daddy Deluxe Kings ones. So whether it's a little better in strength and whatnot, but yeah, I don't know too much about it yet. But yeah, it's got a solid bar on it, so it's a little different than the Kings. It pulls apart there. So with the Kings, it's got like a little spring in it, so I don't think you can stretch it out as much as this one. So just like all swags, you have the outer cover, so it's pretty solid. So I don't know the thickness of it, but it seems pretty thick. I wet it with a hose and didn't let any water in, so I'll see when it rains whether it leaks or not. The fly screen mesh with the Kings one, I noticed it was a little thinner than that. So this is pretty good. It kept out a lot of sand. So I had that open at the beach, and the wind picked up, and yeah, it didn't get a lot of sand in there, whereas the Kings one, I would have. So I was pretty happy with that. As I said, I've only used it once up at King Koona Beach. So yeah, the day I can legally get back into my own ute and drive it properly, I'll chuck all my gear in and take it up bush for a few weeks and just get away from it all and give it a real test. So I'm hoping to get back up to Bundaberg the end of the year. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's another beach trip. But yeah, till then it's pretty much going to stay in its bag in the garage and yeah, sit there. So yeah, this is actually the only third time I've put it up, so yeah, it's kind of sad that I can't use it today because I'm in a nature reserve, and yeah, you're not allowed to camp here, and I'm only 5 minutes from home anyway. So as I said, I'm only up here to do a little talk on it or whatnot. So yeah, so when it comes to quality, it's yeah, you get what you paid for, so it's pretty good. The zip, it's pretty good. It slides nice and easy, whereas the last one I had, it locked up, and yeah, it was a little hard, so I was never happy with that. But yeah, with these zips, it's pretty good. So you got the two zips, so you can sleep with that down and you can sleep with that up, whatever. And you also got two windows at each end, so they open. And I found camping in a swag, you get a little hot even during winter. So these the end windows they're pretty good, so I normally leave them open even during winter. So some people freeze their nuts off in the winter in a swag, but I found it wasn't too bad in it. So something else I like is this little wing here. So that covers the zipper. So the zipper's about there, so it covers it pretty good, so you don't get water in. And yeah, with that down there, the water's just going to go straight off. So yeah, I like that part. It's a little better than the last swag, where I got a bit of water in the zipper a few times, and it woke up and the bottom of the swag was wet. So I wasn't happy with that. So if you're out there looking for a swag, recommend the crash pad one, as you get that with it. I don't know about the other ones, but it's a pretty good idea. You got your normal tie up strap when you fold them up. You got that, which it covers it a bit better around the seam and whatnot, so the water runs off it. So that's another good thing. So another thing I like is the colour of these ropes. So at night time you can see them a bit better than your normal ones. So if you've ever been out camping and you tripped over a rope, maybe put the beers down and look where you're going, or maybe invest in some colourful rope, and you won't lose it as much at night time. So as you can see, it stands out in daytime, but night time it's alright. And I've actually seen a few people who've changed the rope to like a glow in the dark rope. So I don't know if we can get that, but that seems like a good idea as well. But that seems to do the job for me, so just see how it goes. I don't drink too much, so I don't normally trip over stuff at night like some people out there. I just took the swag off the stretcher to give you a look. So as you can see, it's pretty wide. So I don't know what the measurements are. I'll put them on the screen anyway, the measurements of it. So it fits a single. So maybe if you got a double out there, might be a bit too small for it, but I think you can get a double stretcher from Crash Pad. So if you can, grab it and try it out. Because I've seen a few reviews and that on stretchers, and it makes camping a lot easier. And putting this up, it's not too bad. The end pieces are a bit tight, but you want that because last thing you want to do is go to bed and it folds up on you. So as you can see, that's the swag on the ground. That's the height of the stretcher. So you're that high off the ground, so when it rains or whatnot, you're off the ground and it shouldn't get as wet. So the water can run under it and everything. So that's another good thing about stretchers, you're off the ground. So I think I mentioned it before, but the swag cost me about $400 on special, and the stretcher cost me $200. So both of that included postage and everything. So yeah, you might say it's a little expensive for a swag and a stretcher setup, but at the end of the day, you're getting good quality stuff, and as I just said before, you're off the ground, so it helps when it's raining and when it's cold. So I'll see how it goes. I'll try it out for the next year or so, and yeah, probably do another video in a year, give you a review on it and what I think and yeah, whatnot. So you get a bag and everything like a normal swag to put all your pegs and your poles and everything in. There's only one bad thing I kind of hate about the swag, is when you pull them off, you slide that in a bit too much and it pops out the end. So you just have to watch that if you get one. If it pops off, make sure you pick it up, because yeah, it's one of the main things you want to have with it. Otherwise it's not going to stand up. So besides that, it's not too bad. The rest of the swag in that is good quality. The bag's it's thick, so it's not going to puncture easy or anything like that. So that's just another thing. So I bought the swag back in, where was it? Trying to film as a motorbike, got it going up and down the road. Stretcher for it. As you can see, it's a bit shady, so you can see my hat. And I start to film, there's people everywhere. It's getting a bit annoying.